17 on God's Country here on the RDAllen multiplayer server, and just myself on here at the moment. We are joined in TeamSpeak there by Thomas. I believe he is playing a little American Truck Simulator here at the moment. And we are currently chopping corn here out on kind of the western side of the map here. And chopping the corn here for the biogas plant, by the way. And for the setup here, we got the John Deere 8800i chopper. And we got the John Deere 9620. This is the new 9R series John Deere we added to the multiplayer server here, the new mod. And it basically comes with a John Deere 9620, 9520, and a 9420. You know, it's basically just got the newer 9R style look to it, as opposed to the older 9Rs. And then we're just tree in the way there. We're pulling a Bergman grain cart here, a modded Bergman that holds chaff, as well as pretty much everything else as well, as far as I know. I don't know if there's anything that this thing can't hold. And it looks like the way somebody set this up, I'm not the one who set this up here, but looks like we got a Motherbin sitting down at the other end of the field here. I'm assuming the idea behind this, at least when I hopped off the server here last night, we were working on chaff as well. Let me fold this pipe in and see what's here. That shouldn't matter. But I'm assuming what we're doing here, somebody's filling up the Motherbin over there, using probably the grain cart here, I'm assuming, and then trucking it. There's a set of trailers over there, probably from the Motherbin to the biogas plant. I'm assuming that's the theory of the way this was working anyway. Not entirely sure why we have a snowblower out here, but whatever. Just about have the grain cart here full. Yes, just a reminder again, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, anyone is welcome to do so, as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Information for joining can be found in the description below. 2 download links for each server. First download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. And keep in mind, over the last week here, we've added a couple of new mods to the server here as well. Like I just mentioned here, the 9R here is one of the newer mods we've just added. We also just added here last night was the Meridian Seed Express. Folks can't quite see it, but it's sitting over between the sheds over there. So we can fill our seeders with that. Having some issues with that here on the servers. Hopefully that'll help with that.
All right.
Looks like this bin needs to be turned around here, so I can fill from this side, then we can maybe leave the truck parked on the road to fill it. Yes, this is the Motherbin. I don't know how common these are in the States, at least where I live anyway. But apparently, from what I've heard, at least in like Australia or something like that, these get used. You basically just park them, to my understanding anyway, along the edge of the field. And then, you know, obviously you fill them up, and then the trucks fill from this.
Something unusual for me, Randy.
What's that? Yeah, like I said, we'll just park this right along the road here.
ATS game lag.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were mentioning that earlier. That's kind of weird for ATS to do that.
Yeah, especially with me having the Nvidia 960.
That should be pretty good there. How much does this hold? Is it 100?
I'm going to save it and I'm going to restart.
Could be wrong, but I think this one holds 175,000. So there is another bigger bin pack out there. I know we were mentioning putting that on the server. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, like I was saying, general idea behind these, my understanding, just park them along the edge of the field, fill them up, and then the trucks can fill from this.
On my end.
They are not designed to be moved while full. Oversized vehicle ahead. Imagine that.
Someone's like saying there's something in the background that's running.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say,
it can't be TeamSpeak.
Yeah, TeamSpeak definitely shouldn't be doing that. Don't have any like antivirus decided to do a scan or something.
Let me check.
Another one of the new mods there by the Claas Axion 900 series. Really nice tractor there, by the way.
My
nice
my memory is really picking out.
Using a lot of memory.
Or is this OBS is something unusual.
Oh, maybe you just need to restart OBS.
IO-bit malware fighter, 32-bit. It's running.
And also, like I was mentioning there, if you want to join us on the server, make sure you join us on TeamSpeak as well. Information for the TeamSpeak server can be found in the description. For those of you not familiar with TeamSpeak, it's simply a voice chat client, somewhat similar to Skype. And no, you do not need a microphone to join TeamSpeak. But don't worry, if you don't have a microphone, you can still join us on TeamSpeak. You can still use the text chat either in the game or in TeamSpeak. And yes, we do require you to join TeamSpeak. So if you want to join us on the Farming Sim servers, you will have to join us on TeamSpeak to get the password for the Farming Simulator servers. And like I've mentioned in the past, just an extra step there to try to keep troublemakers off. And at least so far, it's worked pretty good. And again, generally speaking, most people are on usually later at night. So, at least for me anyway, it's 7, 8, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that's usually when I am on as well. Anyway, one more load here from the grain cart. We should have the Motherbin full. And then, like I said, we have a couple of trailers over there. Yeah, you can see the lineup of black trailers there, the Travis N dumps. I'm just assuming that's the way it's been working anyway. We've been hauling it using those. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to fill up the biogas plant with 3 trailers like that. That's not going to be so easy. Maybe we'll just like grab 1 or 2 or something, or maybe we'll grab the green trailer there. Actually, speaking of the green trailer, looks like the green trailer is full from here. Can't quite tell, but it definitely looks like it's full. Now, green trailer with a chaff in it. Oh yeah, that trailer's definitely full. Definitely full. We'll have to get that emptied here as well. And doing quite a bit of work here with the biogas plant as of late the last few days. Also, progress on the map. We're pretty much done with the map as far as we're concerned. I think, we've got most of the big equipment. We're still continuing to play on the map here. Pretty good map as far as production and stuff like that goes. So we've got 2 fields left to buy yet, which we could probably do if we wanted to. Maybe we'll do that here. 27 and 29. Take a quick look here. I don't see any other fields. Like some little small fields we missed. We even own 28 there. Yes, looks like 27 and 29 are the only fields we do not own yet, at least that I'm seeing anyway. And like I was saying, I'm pretty sure we could probably buy those 2 fields for $500,000. We're just going to sit there, really. Probably a little bit of chaff that ain't quite yet. Yep, there we go. And yes, before anybody points it out, I'm well aware this is not how you do it in real life with a chaff like this. Be curious to see how well an auger like this could actually unload chaff. Somehow I Guessing probably not very well. Having a little trouble filling it here all the way. There we go. And we are full here again. I know somebody was asking a while back if I've seen any good American-styled chaffing trailers or forage trailers. And at least so far, I can't say that I have. There probably are a few out there, but so far I have not seen them. And again, like I pointed out before, it's kind of interesting to see, you know, the difference between the European style, or at least what I'm going to call European style farming equipment versus, you know, the American style farming equipment. Quite a bit of interest there, seeing the differences in them. Okay, 27 and 29. Let's just see what these fields cost here, man. Then we can say we own all the fields. Yes, we'll buy that. Oh, look at that. More corn. Great. 29. 29 is sugar beets. Oh, harvested sugar beets, though. Oh, well. We'll buy it anyway. There we go. We now own, double check this. From what I can tell, it looks like we own all the fields on the map. Like I said, I might be missing a field here. I'm not seeing any. Not sure what's up with the crops that are showing up here and here. What's up with that? Out of curiosity, is that a bug in the map, or is there actually something there? Okay, so yes, we do have something actually planted here from the looks of it. Like a couple of little small garden-sized fields here, I guess. Well, that's supposed to be what these are or what, but interesting. Like the perfect size fields here, if you want to do a little bit of antique farming, I guess. And we have mentioned that on the server here, by the way. Maybe we'll do that like on server 3 or something. Server 3 has kind of been like our miscellaneous server. We put random stuff up on that one. Mostly been logging, test maps, etc. But that might be like a good one for server 3. We can get some antique equipment. Put some antique equipment on there. Get a smaller map we can play with.
I'm going to restart.
Okay. And that might be fun for a little bit there. Do some antique or old-fashioned farming. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing here. I mean, our grain cart's probably empty by now. Although, grain cart, more of a chaff cart, I guess. Oh, it's not empty. That must mean the Motherbin is full. Yes, 175,500. And you know what? Yeah, like I said, it's going to be kind of hard for me to bring that to the biogas plant. Let's grab the smaller, at least this is what I was using here last night, was just the green trailer up here. A little bit easier just to back in one trailer into the biogas plant, if you ask me. Now, we could put it in the fermenting silo as well, but it definitely would not take long to fill up the fermenting silo here with the amount of chaff we have. Okay, and off to the biogas plant we go. And we'll read some comments here a moment. AK the Savage was saying, I hear through the grapevine you're from Michigan. Well, you would be correct on that. I am from Michigan. John Deere was saying the pallet maker so you can store the sugar beets and potatoes easier. I guess that kind of makes sense. And like I said, I can't say I've really ever seen anybody actually use the sugar beet pellet and potato pallet maker yet. Matt also saying, I'm assuming he's talking about the new map here. Don't miss the grass fields all the way on the bottom of the map like I did. You get 3 more grass fields. Okay, so I will have to remember that. And yes, for those who did not watch the last episode there on the Hobbs farm, we will be switching to a new single-player map. And I left you folks a few hints there at the end of the last episode there on the Hobbs farm. Hobbs farm episode 65. So yes, there are a couple hints there as to what the new map will be. Now, I have not set up the new map yet. Kind of planning on maybe we'll do a live stream and set up the new map. Maybe let you folks maybe choose some of the equipment here. Probably by the time you see this video, though, I probably will have already done that. So, probably have had the live stream already. But yes, like I said, other than looking around the map, I have not actually looked really at what equipment we have. And whatever equipment we do have, we'll probably just sell and choose some nice starting equipment. And by nice, I mean, you know, smaller starting equipment. We're not going to start anything big. You know, no John Deere 9Rs or anything like that, more than likely. Okay, fun part. We get to back this in here. And I'm not particularly good at backing up these style of trailers, but we'll give it a try. Oh, getting a little crooked there. Best thing when that happens, at least for me anyway, just straighten it back out a little bit and continue backing it up. And I'm not really aiming for any particular region here, just so we get it back in here somewhere.
User joined your channel.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I was going to say run for the hills.
Oh, I already did that. Okay, we'll empty it out here. That should be close enough to the back. Oh, we can go back a little bit more here. Uh-oh, can't move. There we go.
Huh. What's the minutes?
And I suppose we better put the trailer back down there before we go down the road with it. Oh. Got the belt. By the way, the sell point on this map for biogas plant, for those of you who have played on this map, you probably already know this. You cannot empty a trailer into this sell point. It will tell you, was it trailer type not supported or something like that. So even though this looks like a drive over sell point where you can use a trailer like this to sell to, it will not accept that. So you have to use a front loader, or we found a belt works as well. That's probably the reason why the belt is there. And actually, there's another place that accepts silage as well. Let's see what's here. Silage. 301 at... That's the biogas plant. 294 at Albus Mill. I think that's probably where we've been selling most of the silage. I'm assuming that actually has a sell point for a trailer. I'm not actually sold any silage there myself yet, so I'm not sure on that. But yes, I know the first time there we were trying to sell silage at the biogas plant there, it's like, oh, perfect. A in-ground sell point. That'll be perfect, you know, for trailers and stuff like that. Yeah, not so much. So, of course, that resulted in some creativity to try to find a couple of different ways we could sell. Grain cart, the Bergman grain cart there, for example, did not work. I know we've used that in the past. None of the trailers we've tried so far have worked. Pretty much the only way that I know of is the front loader there and the conveyor belts. And yes, as you folks keep pointing out in the comments, hey, this looks like Sosnovka. Well, that's because it is the Sosnovka map, just with pretty much production on it. The map itself looks pretty much identical to Sosnovka, at least on the layout. I know in original Sosnovka, the biogas plant used to be right here. Now it's just a big hill here. So that has moved. But pretty much everything else is in the same spot it was before. I mean, the pigs are right here. You know, all the fields are pretty much identical with the exception of we're missing one field.
Yeah, I find out Randy had
anyway.
a update.
One field by the greenhouses there.
I do not know about.
Update for what?
Oh no, it was updating something.
Oh. Okay, whoa. Okay, we're... That must have a little extra collision on it then, I guess. Let me, probably too far away. Let's try this again here. Well, I guess we'll have to stay a little further away from that tractor. At least I'm assuming it's the tractor that's got the collision. Note to self. So you folks seen it. I did not collide with anything visually. Visually, you couldn't see anything I collided with. But yes, unfortunately, like I said, that John Deere tractor, there must have a little bit extra width on the wheels or something for a collision. Probably move this out just a little bit further. Oh, no, we can't. That's as far out as it goes. Okay, never mind. Guess that'll have to work. Mathos was saying the new map there, that's a great map, great detail. A couple different sized fields, so all the tractors can be used. So yes, several of you folks have guessed the correct map there, by the way, in the comments. Tyler was saying back in Oklahoma on Farming Simulator 15, I would fill up my tractor with fuel, put it on course play, and go to bed for the night. And when you got up, it would be done. That's about how Oklahoma was. Yes, Oklahoma was huge. But it was also definitely a good map, especially if you liked, you know, big equipment and lots of farming. And that's pretty much all you could do on that map as well. There really wasn't much else besides farming. We did have horses to feed. That was pretty good. But yeah, for the most part, it was just farming. There was no, you know, biogas plant or production or anything like that on that map, really. So pretty much a nice, simple, huge farming map. For some reason, I always turn at this road, not the one over here. Not that you can't take that road. It's just a little easier to take this one. This is the one, the main road, I guess you could say. On YouTube was asking, why do you have the Pleasant Valley Bank if this is God's country map? The Pleasant Valley Bank is a mod, and it's a mod that actually comes with Pleasant Valley. It's developed by, or well, it's edited by the Pleasant Valley mod authors, let's put it that way. So they call it the Pleasant Valley Bank. You basically have the external accounts mod. That's the original mod behind the Pleasant Valley Bank. And the external accounts mod allows you to take money from single player, move it to multiplayer, or vice versa. Basically, the Pleasant Valley Bank disables that option, so you cannot take money from single player and move it to multiplayer. The only thing you can do with the Pleasant Valley Bank is simply store and transfer your money between players. So basically, the Pleasant Valley Bank disables, if you want to call it like a third function of the external accounts mod. Basically, on the multiplayer server here, we don't want people making money in single player and then taking it to the multiplayer server. We pretty much want the money that is on the multiplayer to stay on the multiplayer server. And, you know, we don't want any extra money being brought in either. Obviously, you know, if we do something like that, it opens up definitely a lot of possibility to cheating. That is for sure. Okay, this backup is not going quite as well as the first one. Well, I think we got it, though. Gotta watch it we don't get the tractor stuck in the bunker wall here. There we go. That's a little bit easier to back up, too, if you can start straight rather than trying to back around a curve like we're doing here. You know, if you pull straight in front of the bunker here, That would definitely be a little bit easier. I know somebody was asking on the server last night. Again, we were all playing here, working on this. I forget who was asking. It's like, how can you back up a trailer like that? Well, same answer I gave last night. Practice. It's the same thing I say for those of you that don't like driving the articulated tractors. Start driving them, and you'll get some practice in it, then you probably won't mind it so much. And I will say this much as well, at least with the articulated tractors, it is so much easier to drive the articulated tractor with a steering wheel or gamepad than it is with a keyboard. But even with that, you can still drive an articulated tractor quite easily once you get a little practice. That's pretty much what it amounts to. You know, it seems like most people, well, can't drive it, so they just stay away from it. Which I would say is the wrong response. You know, give it a try. You know, once you get some practice, it's not actually that bad. And, you know, same thing with backing up the trailer here. Just keep practicing it, and eventually you should be able to do it. And again, as you can probably tell, I'm not the greatest at this, but I can typically get the trailer where I want it. Whoa, that's a fire hydrant. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Moving on. That fountain or geyser back there, I know nothing about that. Definitely looks like somebody planted a lot of corn on the map here. Okay, I probably have at least one more. Actually, there's probably 2 more loads in the Motherbin. We want to... I guess we'll haul another load here yet. Yeah, looks like the mother bin is pretty much full yet. Oh, wait, that's right. Look out for the tractor. Trying to get in close here for that pipe there because it's not super far away from the tractor. Actually, we probably don't necessarily even need to have the tractor attached to it there. We could probably detach it. And at least in the game here, too, in theory, you could take this to the biogas plant. I'm pretty sure the John Deere 9630 will pull it. Again, that's not necessarily the way it's intended to be used, but it can be used that way if you wanted to. And this would probably be quicker, too, if I actually put a truck on this trailer as opposed to the tractor. Do we have a truck around here? Got a tractor over there. We do have the truck there, but that's attached to those. I'd rather leave that there. We got a truck attached to the Meridian seed hauler. I don't know if that's seed or fertilizer in there at the moment, but or maybe there's nothing in it. I'm not sure. William was saying your new map is one of Stevie's maps. Yes, it is. There's another hint for you folks, in case you have not figured it out yet. And another 70,000 liters here to the biogas plant. So that makes third load here, 210,000 liters of chaff so far to the biogas plant. Actually, we got a nice drive-through bunker there. That'd probably be perfect for putting silage in. At least with the 3 trailers anyway. One hint I could probably suggest when backing these trailers up, what you're actually watching is the dolly. And you're kind of watching where the back of the trailer is going too, but actually watching how the dolly's turning. And usually, at least for myself, these type of trailers, I can back it up somewhat well, just backing up straight. It's going around the curves and stuff like that, like we're doing here with the biogas plant. That's a little bit harder. And I think we've figured out so far these bunkers hold 3 million liters, I believe it is. Or somewhere around there anyway. And unfortunately, they don't have the collisions set right on the bunker walls here. So as you can probably tell, like if you look back there, you can see the chaff has worked its way through the bunker wall. So that is kind of unfortunate. It's kind of like Sosnovka was before they fixed, or Giants fixed the Sosnovka map. You know, back here too, we got all chaff that's going through the wall. If you look on this side, we got chaff that's going through the wall. I don't know if there's even anything we can actually do about this here, because there's a fence here. And, you know, there's a fuel tank here. So we can get in there with a milling machine, or frazee, snowblower, whatever you want to call it. That's probably not going to get much of that. And then we're also having troubles with the bunkers emptying out completely, because there's still silage left in the walls yet. So we keep having to run the deleter through here to clean these bunkers out so we can actually reuse them. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a pain here in the biogas plant on this map. Definitely needs a little bit of work. And with the collisions on the bunker walls. You know, a little bit minor, but at the same time, kind of a pain as well. But anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode. So again, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, information is in the description below. This is Server 2. So if you want to join us on Server 2, make sure you download Server 2 mods. And again, make sure you hop on TeamSpeak. You can find a lot more information on TeamSpeak for joining the multiplayer servers. Rules, passwords, mod links, etc. Yeah, make sure you hop on TeamSpeak. And again, a microphone is not required to join TeamSpeak. So that, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.